want you to take a look at these two graphs. Last lecture, we said that the first function graph was increasing, going up and to the right. The f of x1 is less than the f of x2. The second graph is decreasing. Those are obviously a difference in the two. But we're interested in the properties of exponential functions. So what's similar here? Take a moment, see if you can jot down a few things that you notice are the same about these two graphs. Well, did you notice they both had this point on the graph? They both have the same y-intercept. Did you notice they both have the same domain and range? Let's write both of those down. Did you also notice they were both one-to-one functions? You're right. Some of you have noticed they both have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. They also have the same 3 key points. Go back to the graph. Can you identify those 3 key points? It's not immediately obvious. This is the equation f of x equals 2 to the power of x. A equals 2. This is the graph f of x equals 1/2 to the power of x. A equals 1/2, or the base. We already noted they shared the same y-intercept. They also share this ordered pair. How do you ask? This is the point 1, 2. This is the point, oops, wrong spot, not this one. This one, there we go. This is the point 1, 1/2. How are those the same point? Well, in this case, A is our base. In this case, A is our base. They both share the point 1A. They share this point as well. This is the ordered pair -1, 1 by A. -1, 1 by A. Those are the key points that you're going to want to memorize, where A is the base. So I've put a big black box around this. For those of you who've printed these notes, you have that already. You might want to use your highlighter and say, this is important. These are the key points of our exponential function graph. These are the properties of our exponential function graph. Same y-intercept, same domain and range, same horizontal asymptote, same 3 key points. Knowing these key points means that we can graph any exponential function. If we have a base of 1/4, what will the key points be? -1, 1 by A. 0, 1, and 1A. Don't forget to write down that you have a horizontal asymptote. Why don't you graph that function? Your graph should look like this. Again, because A is a fraction between 0 and 1, we know that it will be decreasing. We know that we have a horizontal asymptote. You should have that labeled. try graphing the next one, but first write down the key points. I'm going to suggest that you always draw in your asymptotes first, because that gives you a guideline about where your graph should be. And remember, we said that an exponential function will never equal 0. That means our graph should not touch or cross that horizontal asymptote. I hope you're starting to memorize those 3 key points: -1, 1 by A, 0, 1, 1A.